You are now listening to Candid Discussions, live on Ripped Radio. Candid Discussions serves you up with the best place to be to discuss love, dating, relationships, and all the obstacles that come with them. Kick back and listen to Candy and Unrestricted D on Candid Discussions.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Candid Discussions. I am Candy.
And I'm Unrestricted D.
And we are here for another week of Candid Discussions from 5:30 to 6:30. If you don't know, Candid Discussion, we get together, D, myself, and sometimes we actually have guests in the studio, discuss mostly relationship, self-improvement, what else?
Love.
Unlove.
Dating. Unlove.
Dating.
How to deal with
this and that type
you
of
been in love
discussion.
and they not been in love with you. All types of stuff.
I'm always suffering from that. Not no more though. Not no more. That was all past.
Y'all see I had to take a drink on that one. I had to let that one go.
that was past
Let
tense.
that one go.
Everybody was in love with me, but I was only in love with one person.
Oh, you trying to get some brownie points.
My checkbook.
It's still going to come to you, so don't worry about that.
So that's pretty much what we discuss every week. Anything else I missed?
No, you didn't miss anything. But this week, tonight's topic is workplace romance. That's right, workplace romance.
Ooh. So have you ever had one, and would you?
Are you asking me?
I don't even
I need a
to
pass
ask
for the
you
night.
that.
The whole time I was thinking for the night show, I said, I'm going to need a pass. I'm going to need a pass.
You have to work in a warehouse with only guys.
That's this job. That's this job. I'm safe this job. I always didn't have that job now.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't even want to know your
Why not, baby?
workplace
That's the
romance
past. That's
horror
the past.
story.
We ain't talking about the present. We talking about the
Shoot,
past.
you smashing who you working
We
now.
talking about past.
We work together now.
I know. I
You
know.
smashing.
I was going to ask how we're going to work that one out too. All right. So look, have you or have you not ever had a workplace romance? Candy?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
No, besides me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My answer, since we've been honest, yes. Actually, that's how I used to like my jobs.
I believe you too.
I mean, just think about it. Free lunch, free rides to work.
Were you the type of person who had work wives, like work wife, work mistress, work side joint?
Yeah, no. I say that because, I mean, some people knew I was doing, some people at work, some people didn't care who I was doing, as long as I took care of them. I mean, it was just depend on the situation.
Is it expensive?
No, but back then it wasn't.
You just bounce McDonald's?
Nah, I mean,
Not
back then
having
it really
a-
wasn't. I mean, I guess my flow of income was different. So I used to work at this department store. I'm not gonna say what department store because it's way back in the day, and I'll tell my age. But it was a department store, and I pretty much had some type of interaction with a lady in each department.
And did you limit it to the people in the department, or did you include customers?
Oh, customers was a given. It was
my
just,
God.
I'm thinking about the workplace. I mean, because you got to think, working in a department store, women going to flirt. They think they're going to get you a little discount. I mean, not to say back in the day I wasn't a bad-looking guy. I mean, so.
You're not a bad-looking guy now.
Oh, thank you. You're only saying that because we married. But
I don't have to say it now that we married.
Yes, you do. You got to stroke my ego.
True.
But, yeah, I mean, it just was easy and acceptable for me at that time. Makes me want to get up and go to work.
For real?
Hell yeah. Especially looking for lunchtime.
Yeah. I've only had one workplace romance.
And how was that for you?
It was ugly when I ended it.
But how was it during the whole time?
During the whole time, it was cool. But when I ended that shit turned real ugly.
Did people know?
Certain people knew.
Okay.
Only a few people knew.
So do you feel like that was a good thing or bad thing that people knew?
The people who knew didn't hold it over my head. So we were close enough that it didn't matter.
Okay. So.
But the people like my job and its whole did not know.
So did your immediate supervisor know?
No.
Was it your immediate? Was it your immediate supervisor?
You are
who was
my
in
immediate
denial?
supervisor.
But did they work under you? Different
Yes.
department?
They worked under me.
So you were their boss.
Quasi boss, but yes. I wasn't their supervisor. I was the lead.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Interesting. I've always went up.
For real? Yeah.
I mean, besides, if I was going to go for the gusto, I went for the gusto.
Yeah. So you didn't mess with anybody that worked under you.
I don't like thinking anybody under me. I would say equal, but it wasn't like I did one time when I was working at the Pages store. I kind of fooled around with this one individual, but it wasn't nothing serious. It was just a one-time thing. She kind of called my bluff, and
You had to show her.
yeah,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I had to show why I was in charge more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? But that's my old life, though. That's my old life, baby.
You
That's
still
my
try
old
to do
life.
that. You do that to me now.
You know, I try to. But
Like I run adult. Sorry. I run.
I do run
you
that
did.
too.
You
I do
did.
run
Yeah,
that
you
too.
did. You run Candid
producer
Discussion.
for it, yeah.
You run KKSE, and we got a whole new project that you about to start running.
I know, right? I might let you run that one. You know, I get tired sometimes.
Okay. Hey.
So, what was the biggest thing that you liked about having a workplace romance?
Someone to talk to, eat lunch with, and hang with throughout the day, flirt with.
So, do you think that made it obvious that you all dealt with each other, especially if they was under you?
No. I can tell you, to this day, no one knew, except the people I actually told. And believe me, if people knew, I can't say who, but if certain of my bosses knew, they would have said something to me. It would have never been like they knew and they kept it to themselves. They would have said something. But it wasn't a long romance. It was short, but
What is long and what is short? Pause.
long as like 6
Pause.
months. 6 months or more in the office. That can be complicated. It was probably about 6 months. A little less than 6 months.
A little less?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I will ask
Things you
you.
learn here on Candid Discussion, boy, I tell you.
It was. I mean, it was.
We never had this talk a day in our life.
You
but
didn't-
We have it today on the show. Oh, no, you know about some of mine.
Yeah, but you know about everybody. I've told you about everybody.
Offline. We'll have this offline.
Yeah, okay.
We'll have this offline. So, speaking of that,
Uh-huh.
since we had that offline,
Okay.
did you ever find yourself getting into him with him and then bringing it to work?
No, definitely not.
So why you do it to me?
Oh, because I actually love you.
That makes more
Yeah.
sense.
That was a fling. It was just a fling.
Okay. But no, that could be kind of difficult, though.
It definitely is. And
'Cause
I'm not
it's
going to say
difficult
who,
now.
but I just got through a work romance situation at my job, dealing with people who got into it constantly. So it wasn't me, but it was some individuals who worked for me who constantly were going at it. And finally, one of them don't work there no more. But it was very difficult because it kind of like divided the office. And when I say divided, everybody took one individual side and thought the other person was a sociopath.
That can happen.
Yeah. So and then it started messing up the person's career. So that person was always being looked at as the troublemaker for both of them. But the person who was more higher level, because they both were at the same level, but one who was thought of to be higher level was thought of to be more juvenile at that other person's level by the front office. Not the maybe the staff who work with me, but the front office was like, why is always this person keeps getting into it? Then they find out they keep getting into it with their lover. And then it just, even the last week of their lover being there was like really bad.
I don't think I've had that problem.
Did
Yeah.
you just ghost them and disappear?
No, I mean, it was just, it fizzled out. I don't think, I've only really had bad instances when I really dealt with them hard, per se.
All right. So what about, so like right now, you and I work on projects. Have you ever worked on a non-work project with someone that you was in a relationship with? How did that work?
Like what? What do you mean, like non-project?
So right now, I'm not talking about when you both go to work for somebody. I'm talking about when y'all both have the business together. How did that turn out? Was that difficult? Did you have any of those situations?
Yeah, I had that situation before. That person got mad because I started working with somebody else. So, yeah, I've had that before.
Do you recommend it?
I think you have to know the maturity level of the person, that the people that are in the relationship. You kind of see what, if they are a jealous type, or you can see if they are the, immature type. Some people can't handle it once you stop dealing with them and you have to see them every single day.
Facts.
It's something different when you see somebody every day and you with them, but you have to see somebody every single day and you're not with them. Then it's a problem. I mean, it's even a problem when you see somebody in the same little circle that y'all used to deal with and, y'all not together no more.
I remember one time, and I don't want to spell out business, but before we actually became official, I think one time when we were walking, I think you and I got into it. Young, that messed up. We messed up so many business deals because we couldn't talk for 2 weeks.
Yes.
We did not show up to someone a business meeting. We just.
And we would have been the first to be the pioneer of that spot.
We definitely would have, but we couldn't get past our difficulties at that time. Now I think when we get into it.
Now you just come and roll your eyes at me and we do business.
And keep it going.
Yeah.
I think we learned now that we don't want to mess up the money.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem, that you have to still do business. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, it's some type of income hopefully coming in, whatever you're doing. So it's a business and you have to be professional about it. And that's actually on some of the things that I came across.
Okay.
So why did y'all fizzle out? What happened?
I wasn't interested anymore.
Why?
I moved on.
Oh. Okay.
It was never going to be anything. So I will mess with someone for a little while. I have messed with people for a little while knowing that it was going to be nothing. So when I started talking to him, I knew it was going to be nothing. So when something else came along, I moved on.
So is it safe to say there's a difference between romance and a fling?
Definitely. I don't know. I think about that. I mean, to the outside people, it's a romance.
If anyone is listening, please call in 301-232-5700.
Please.
Call in 301-232-5700 and tell us if you feel as though there's a difference between a romance and a fling at the workplace.
I mean, I think a fling is something that happens, let's say you and I hook up maybe once or twice. To me, that's a fling. A romance is something that's going on for months.
Really?
Or a while. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
I would think romance is what's actually some months, and a fling would be time here and there.
Maybe romance could be dating, because you can have flings, keep just having sex with the person, but not really dealing with the person, on a intellectual level of heart.
So if you felt like there wasn't going to be, it couldn't go, were you dealing with him, then you felt like it wasn't going to go anywhere, or did you knew it from the beginning?
I always know from the beginning.
So why deal with him? Especially at the workplace. You understand what I'm saying? So being at the workplace is kind of a more...
challenge. I was the challenge.
So you felt like he felt you was the challenge to get you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I know I was. And I was, not to toot my own horn, but the smartest person in the section. So therefore, being the most intelligent person, it probably was more of a trying to get me on some type of, I'm smashing the person who's running shit.
I know that feeling.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was working for this reprographic place, I was dealing with this young lady, and no one knew, we had it down to a science. No one knew that we were dealing with each other. We literally would go home together and come to work together.
In the same car?
In the same car. Every night, every morning.
For real?
Same car.
And no one saw y'all get out?
No one saw us. So the signs was, in the morning time, she would go in first, and I would come in much later.
Did you sleep in the car for a little while?
No, I'll just, walk around Georgetown and then just come in the office. In the evening time, she was like, all right, y'all, I'll see y'all later. I'm like, all right, have a good night. Enjoy. She would go a little while, wait around for me, and then I'll leave. I'll finish up and leave.
Was there a reason why y'all were hiding the romance?
No real reason, but it was a very small office.
Mm-hmm.
My homeboy at the time, he knew, but I think my branch manager, I think he had an idea, but he was cool anyway, so he wouldn't really call me out on anything like that, but called us out on anything. But it worked out for us. I mean, like, even when we went to like work outings and stuff like that, it was just okay. I mean, it worked out for her because it was more guys. No, it worked out more for her because it was more guys in the office than girls.
when she flirted or other guys flirted with her, did it bother you?
No, because I already knew what she was coming that night. I mean, not to be cocky, but you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's a difference when you kind of know. Let's just say if it was a fling, if it was y'all hook up here and there, then you be like, oh, you might think that same way, even though they're going home with you, but you less likely, like, she ain't gonna do it tonight, or he ain't gonna do it tonight because he gonna be home with me. So,
have you ever heard shit about the person that you, because people didn't know y'all were
in my past? Not her particularly, but I have heard other things about other people.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't bother me because it would be like some of the same things that they did, towards me or, about me. But I try not, but I don't use that against them as well. I don't want to ever have anybody think that what somebody else tell me I'm going to base them off of, because I hate that myself personally.
Okay. All right. So did y'all ever have you ever been in a situation where you had to deal with office gossip because you was messing with too many people?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was always, he hitting such and such in such and such session or whatever the case may be. So it has been a circumstance where I have been the gossip. But I'm always kind of the gossip in a sense, so I'm okay with that.
Are you the office gossip now?
No. Far from it. The last 2 jobs I haven't had anybody I dealt with. When I worked for the police department, you know that situation. That's the last time.
So when you worked at that last one, how many girls do you think you were able to acquire from that job?
I acquired 2, but I was only serious about 1.
Okay.
That actually worked there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when you were working, it didn't give you a chance to interact with women on the streets, did it?
I did, but it just, it was kind of like, I was in the transition in myself that I was really trying to chill out more than, kind of run the streets like I used to. And there's a difference. If your mindset is, I want to be that man, or I want to be that woman, or I want to go out all the time, you're more likely to be open to have people flirt with you. You may flirt. You may be more out in social gatherings than normally you would be. So it just depends.
Yeah. So I've only had 4 jobs, maybe 4 or 5, 4 jobs in my whole career. The one job I had a fling or I dealt with somebody, but all my other jobs, even before I started dealing with you at the current job I am, I've had guys hit on me, but I've always been under the mindset that I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm dealing with a guy at my job and it goes sideways and then I still have to see him.
I ain't gonna lie, I never worried about that shit.
For real?
Never.
Wow.
That was the slightest thing from my mind. And I know it shouldn't have been, but that was just the slightest thing from my mind, because at that point I was kind of like, I'm in it. Here's the thing about women don't understand. A lot of things is advertisement. So if you bad talk me to whatever person there is, she's most likely gonna want to find out for herself.
For real? Oh, Jesus.
I used to give referrals.
For real?
Yeah. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dumb ridiculous. Like, oh, girl, such and such. Yeah. I'm telling you. Blah, blah, blah. Like, she actually said that? She said, yeah, she told me try it. I'm like, oh, okay.
The views that are expressed by Unrestricted V is not a referral on Candid Discussions. Please keep your referrals to yourself.
That was back then. So, would you suggest a office romance?
No, I don't suggest office romance. No. Okay. After what I've just had to deal with for the past year at my job, I will never, ever recommend office romance.
But it also depends on the individuals. You might have office romances right now that you don't have no idea that's going
on. There are some that I know about that I don't know about.
Like previously before us, no one knew about us, but my close-knit friends. But other than that.
In the office?
No, nobody really knew in the office.
Sunshine and Drew knew.
I mean, that, but...
But when we had issues, they knew.
Yeah, because one of us showed
you.
Yeah, right. You okay? We might need them to call in.
I know,
301-232-5700.
People know when you upset with me. I know when you upset with me. They know.
You know that. They don't know.
Some people do. You don't think they do. They know.
When your nose flare up and your eyes start rolling, that's when we
My
know
eyes
you.
Don't roll.
Yeah, okay.
You come in slamming shit.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Like, Dwayne, what that table do to you?
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't recommend offer romances because when it's good, but when that stuff goes sideways, sometimes office flings maybe a couple of fucks to someone, maybe that's cool.
So what makes?
But a whole dating, going out, falling in love shit, I don't recommend that.
So what really makes an office romance really good? Is it the sex or is it actually the attention and the time that the person gives you?
What you mean?
What actually makes the office romance good? Is it the sex?
Or if I'm in an office romance, as long as we're getting along, it's good, regardless of the sex. If we're getting along and everything is kosher and there's no ill will between us, everything is good. But the second things go sideways, then it turns into something ugly.
Okay, what I'm saying is this. I get what you're saying. Outside of office, some things are based upon sex, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So in the office, could you use them same variables as the base of at the job romance? So for instance, if they got wonderful sex, but a shitty ass coworker, or if it's a terrible sex and a hell of a worker, would that affect how you feel about them?
If I'm fucking them?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only way you would know.
So if I'm fucking them and they have good sex and bad work ethics, first of all, I already know you have bad work ethics. If I am going to fuck somebody, it will not be someone who can't work.
That's not true. They could fall off once you start fucking them.
If they fell off while I'm start fucking them and they make my job harder, then I will stop fucking them. I don't care how good the dick is.
Okay, would you fire them if they're under you?
No.
But their work performance is falling.
I would find I'll find a reason to
Why?
get them.
Because you was fucking them?
I would find a reason to get them fired.
Because you was fucking them?
Not because we not fucking them, but I would try to... First of all, I would try to think about it. If I fuck somebody who worked for me, which I won't do now, but
I would hope so.
As a supervisor, I would never fuck somebody under me. The person who was under me before I wasn't a supervisor. But as a supervisor, it's so many rules.
What do you mean work under you? Do you mean grade or do you mean work under your leadership or?
So the person who I had dealings with before.
You were in the top floor, they in the mailroom. What? I mean, what do you mean?
So the person I had dealings with before was not one of my subordinates.
Okay. All right.
But I would never have sex with a subordinate because if your subordinate starts fucking up or not working out the way you want it, we got a phone call.
Oh, we got a phone call.
Candid Discussions.
Oh, yeah, you trying to
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Trying to sound sexual.
This is Martin.
Rodney?
Rodney?
Martin Ray.
Oh, Martin.
Oh, you said
No,
Martin?
I see
Come
you
on, man.
online. Hey,
Don't try to
Martin.
come up here trying to sound sexy for my wife, man.
Please. I'm the
you
last.
see how I put
I
it
am
on
not the
like
person
that?
you trying to sound sexy for.
When we get like that, come up here with your
ain't
radio
for me.
voice.
It ain't for me.
What's up, bruh? No fly zone.
What's happening, fam? How y'all doing, man?
Great.
We
How are
good.
you?
Hey, so
I'm good. I was sitting there looking at at your discussion.
hey, but you
I
chimed
said a
in
couple
earlier
things.
though.
Huh?
You chimed in early on my post. You can't elaborate?
Yeah, I did. I did.
I know. I saw it, and I actually loved it. So you want to elaborate what you said?
I said, you see what happens when I get into office romances.
Yeah.
I leave a trail.
Yeah, I officially have the same trail, but I don't. Well, we did work at the same time, but I didn't catch them at the same time as we was working together. It was a little bit afterwards.
Yeah. So I'm like this. I heard Candy's. She doesn't recommend office romances, but it's like this with me. When you're working or you're with someone 9-10 hours out of the day, it's pretty much impossible for you not to have some kind of dealings with them. Especially if you're working with the opposite sex a lot, and you're seeing these people 365 days a year, 9 hours a day. Something has to give. Whether it's just I'm also caught up in between you guys saying that a fling is not romance. A fling is romance to me.
Really?
You're gonna have something. Yeah, to me, a fling is romance because you're going to be doing something romantically together. I don't want to curse. I know y'all be cursing a lot on your show, but I don't want to curse. Whether it's sexually, or mentally, or physically, however, or whatever y'all doing, it's romance. It's romance. If I go buy my coworker lunch and we sit down and have a deep conversation, it's romantic.
Oh, don't say that. Oh, you about to start some fights or something?
No. Only if the interest is there.
Okay.
So
that makes a difference. All right. Thank you, sir.
So having someone that you call a work husband, work wife, is that a romantic thing? Y'all don't smash. Y'all just call each other work wife, work husband.
You're damn right it's romantic. And my wife better not have a work husband. Because she's confiding in him for some reason.
I'm scared to ask you, do you have a work wife?
I don't know what she's doing, but she's a work husband. She only has one husband, a home husband.
Okay. And I know your wife, and I don't think your wife would, I don't think she would go outside of her real secure box. So I'm gonna say this, but let's just say if it's a gentleman at work, let's say he doesn't have any interest in it. Like no disrespect, your wife is attractive because she with you, correct? Let's just say
so.
Let's just say if it's a guy at work that just looks out for her. Maybe sometimes like carry her files or anything that may be work related, but not out of pocket. And she just
is he
like,
gay?
nah. Oh, that would make us no. Let's say he not. Let's just say he's just a good dude with no intentions trying to smash your wife. Is it still an issue that she be like, oh, little Bobby, my little work husband, he's always looking out for me like you do, baby, or something like that? Would that be a problem if she said that?
There's no man that doesn't have interest in a beautiful woman that, if he's helping her out or looking out for her, quote unquote. Nah, that's not possible.
Now let's say that he's not. Okay, we know attractive women when we see attractive women, but let's just say
he may not go at her and tell her.
Okay,
but there's hidden feelings. There's hidden feelings there. I've seen myself in that situation a couple of times where I felt like we cool, we friends, we buddy or whatever have you. But then when I get home or whatever, I'm like, damn, shorty was smelling good today.
But that's natural though, isn't it? I mean, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think that could put you in the pocket get in trouble.
That's that. In case of emergency, break this glass.
It can be. Yeah. I agree. It can be.
And I sometimes I look at that as work husband, work wives. They might not be smashing yet, but a shoulder to cry on is a dick to fuck.
Yeah,
So all you need is that one good day. Y'all working late. Your husband got nasty with you, and you came in and you be like, "Yeah, my husband, he fucking up. He's doing X, Y, and Z to me. I think he's cheating on me. Oh, come and lean on me, girl. Let me hold you real quick."
Okay, I trust me, I get where y'all coming from, but my whole thing is, long as she can have a work husband. As long as between her work hours and everybody else work hours and everybody else is still in the office,
I can have a work husband.
I'm okay with that.
There's janitor closets, there's server rooms,
Hey,
there's offices.
one thing about her build, anything possible. Don't get me wrong, but her job is a
No,
little too secure.
We have places to fuck in my job.
I'm pretty sure y'all do, but I'm just
Exactly.
okay. So
You know,
now you can't work
I'm
no
just
more.
saying, look,
She done fucked up, Ma. Now she can't work no more.
Like people be
She made
fucking
me
in the
insecure now.
breastfeeding room.
You made me insecure. You can't work no more. Now. I need
it's
you at
just like
home.
this.
Uh-huh.
You can't. I mean,
If
you're
I
gonna,
tell her work
if
100%,
it's gonna
I
happen,
think
if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You
That's,
can't
I
control
agree.
it.
Right,
I
I'm
agree.
at work.
No matter what.
Right.
She's at work. I don't. I mean, if you got somebody at your job, you don't tell me shit that's going on at your job. Don't tell me about Lil Bobby that's helping carrying your clothes or helping carrying your files or your briefcase and all that stuff. Y'all sat down and had coffee. I don't need to know about that. Because
And she might
what's
not
going
think.
on? What's going on in my mind is that you got a work husband.
And she might not think anything of it. He might be like, she
Yeah.
might look at him like a good girlfriend.
And I agree.
Exactly.
'Cause
And I'm
a lot
if
of
he
girls
gay,
got
and you
guy
say,
friends.
No, he not gay. If he not gay, then I got a problem.
A lot of females have guy friends that are just friends and will look at them as somebody that they will never fuck. The guy, on the other hand, might be looking at you like, one day I'm going to get those draws. But a lot of
right,
females
that's
have
me.
guys. That's why they call them. That's why good guys always have such an issue, because we look at you like, oh, you're a good guy. You're just a good guy. You will always be my good guy friend. I will never look at you sexually.
Yeah, that's me.
got a point.
That's who I used to be. You know what I mean? I was that dude that helped everybody. That you know what I mean? It's a marathon to me. I'll
about to
slow
say,
walk your ass
Martin,
for 10 years.
We got about the same amount, and I think you was a good guy until you helped them get them draws off
And
to a
look,
certain extent.
And here's another thing. I heard you say earlier about the office gossip.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how many women I've been with according to women in the job?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
according to women in the job, I've slept with the entire department.
Yep.
You know, even though it's not true, some of it's true, but it's not all true. You know, because once you get one,
They're gonna just pin everything
Others
else
gonna
on
show
you.
up,
Anything
and they
walking
gonna start
around there
talking.
with something tight or something loose, or they heard something else about that person, they're gonna put it on you.
True.
exactly.
Or anything you
So,
laugh, or
you know,
anybody laugh at you or smile at you. Oh yeah, he fucking her.
Yeah.
Or he fucking the new girl.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
always
man.
like that.
But look, I just wanted to call in and holler at y'all, man.
Thank
Hey
you.
man,
Thank you
appreciate
so
that.
much.
Y'all gonna have to hang out with us again, man.
Definitely will, man. Keep the invites coming, and I'll be there.
All right,
All
keep the
right.
family safe, bro.
All right, guys.
All right, man.
No doubt. Y'all be safe.
All right.
Thank you.
See, I told you.
So I can work husband?
You got work, husband.
Okay.
You can. I mean, as long as. Oh, we got another call.
I never call her.
Candid
Can
discussion.
discussions?
All right, so I want to go on record and say real quick. Can you hear me?
I don't know if we want to talk to you, sir.
Right.
No, because there was a point that was made, and I feel like it needs to be addressed very quickly.
I already
Go
know what's
ahead.
going on.
I know. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I too.
Now, give me some too.
I know a lot of
That's it.
females with gay coworkers that
I knew it.
fuck with their gay coworkers. That's the first thing.
That is
Facts.
true.
The second
Facts.
thing, then it's that kind of mentality, that kind of thought process, that ideology, it should be recognized, because you never know. Y'all in the office late, you know, it happens.
Okay.
It fucking happens.
Hey, look, and you get no disagreement out
Facts.
of that it happens. But what we're just saying, that, I don't know if we're saying a more personal level or maybe our inner circle, that, you know, I don't even know if I want to touch this because I don't want to get in trouble with anybody. If anyone's gay, that it's more feasible and it's more okay for them to be friends or crime partners or whatever the case versus it being another heterosexual person. So I don't think it was coming as malice, but I get what you're saying. Yes, we know.
I have no reason to take it as a malicious statement. What I'm saying is, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I just wanted to make the point known that I know a lot of females that have slept with gay coworkers. I just know a lot of people that have done it.
I agree.
True.
Oh, somebody says they concur with that caller. That might be with you or it might be Martin, but either way, somebody agrees
And
with
then
Martin.
another thing, I think I hope I don't get in trouble by saying this, but there's a sense of I hope I don't get in trouble. Whatever. There's a sense of insecurity when it comes to somebody saying, "Don't tell me nothing about your work husband, nothing like that." Blah blah blah. If I'm supposed to be in a relationship with you, if you're supposed to be my wife, if she's supposed to be, if y'all supposed to be in a relationship or whatever, I should be able to come and talk to you about anything without you feeling emasculated, without you feeling like somebody else is trying you, without feeling like somebody else is trying to get in your drawers. Because at the end of the day, if it didn't happen, you're going to drive yourself crazy believing that, okay, she's at work. I know she fucked with this dude at work. He helping her carry her files. What he going to do next? Blah, blah, blah. If it was my girl and she works in an office building and she has to go through a garage at night, I'm going to feel kind of comfortable with a gentleman walking her down there. That doesn't mean that it's romantic. It doesn't mean that there's a fling, but I will feel comfortable knowing that my lady, whoever I'm with, is walking with somebody to their car, something like that.
I agree with you. That's why I said she could have one. I can't speak for him, but I definitely agree with you totally. Like,
You cannot have a work wife.
If it's somebody who is, you know, no ill will, and only way something can happen if she allows it. So, you know, that's on her to a certain extent. Then I got to ask myself, what did I do to kind of, it's a whole different scenario. But I would feel comfortable. I would want her to feel comfortable enough to be like, look, you know, John, well, no, we at work. If Matthew got that report to me nice and, you know, quick and promptly, and he's very respectful, and, you know, he bought me lunch because he knew I left my purse in the garage and all that other stuff, I would be okay with that. I would want her to tell me stuff like that, and then when I get to meet him, I can size him up and see, you know, if I'm threatened by that, you know, stuff like that. Okay. But no. I got what you're saying, sir.
I appreciate it. Y'all do your thing.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. George said, I don't believe in a work husband. I experienced it firsthand.
I think work husbands, work spouses slowly try to get in them draws.
See, it's me at my job. It's a joke. It's not even nothing serious. Like, it's just silly. We have 3 women work at our job.
Yeah. One of them could be your work
5 wife. Guys.
I'll choose which one could be your work wife.
No. No.
I am currently, I don't have a work husband. And it's not even because of you. It's just more so I have work children. I have so many children at my job. I couldn't even fathom trying to do anything else.
All right, so we have somebody else. They said, I was too was that good guy and helped a lot of female friends. Some I wanted to be in a relationship with, however, to be friend zone. Then see that they were complained about the man that they were dating. Yeah. It worked out sometimes, didn't it?
He said he get it? I don't think
I'm letting him
respond.
It worked out sometimes.
I don't think he got
it. I
it.
guarantee because at least once or twice it worked out.
A lot of women will friend zone you and you will be stuck there forever. That's it. You don't know what it's like to be friend zoned. You probably go.
I probably have been friend zoned, but
I doubt it.
I've probably been friend. Hold on, is a friend zone when
friend zone?
Let me ask
go
you
ahead.
this: is friend zone when I'm trying to get at them and they know it, or friend zone is he said no? Damn, really? Wow. Is friend zone when me trying to get at them, and they know it, or is it friend zone me trying to get at them and they don't know it?
Friend zone, whether they know it or not, you stuck is different. You will never get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
It don't matter whether you try or not. You just stuck there in that friendship zone. They never look at you sexually. They will always look at you as my little brother, my big brother, my good girlfriend.
But I don't think that's friend zone. I think that's a mutual zone.
No,
because I got people consider me like a brother, and I got people to consider me, as a threat.
But
we got a call. No. Oh,
I have a statement.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I've been friend zoned for many years.
What?
Yes.
How can you be in the friend zone? So,
it is pretty.
In case y'all don't know, this is our producer talking right now. Go ahead.
The pretty much is you show your intentions, but you're sort of like you're in the area, but really you don't go past, you just, somehow you just don't go past that line of the friendship. And it's usually the person that you're trying to get. So if I'm going after your wife, but we're just friends, even though I have the intention of wanting to be with your wife, but really it's like, we're just cool as friends. And usually for the person who's pursuing, sort of like just keeps it as is and just sort of like just hovers and just stays there.
Okay, so it also depends on the level of friendship, I would say, because it's going to be harder to get at somebody's wife.
Well, true, but
but somebody,
a wife that's in love,
but
you can't get at her.
Let's say this: if your wife was completely single, it's the same deal.
No, I'm not making my wife an issue. I was going to go in other scenario. So if it's a coworker you're going at, and she likes no good dudes,
right?
And you go at her, and she friend zone you, then I can understand there's something within her,
right?
There's a problem. It is what it is.
But women also friend zone you because of stupid reason. Not tall enough, too nice.
That part is the too nice part. You were just too nice.
I mean, not the same thing against you. You don't have a problem.
No, because
you don't get friend zoned.
No, because some women I am too nice with, and I feel like I shouldn't because they press their luck. But as a man, you still try to be respectful.
How many girls have you gone for? You went for, and you did not get.
That I really went for?
Yeah.
I might be like Mayweather for the most part. Like,
you always get the girl you always go for, most of the time.
I can't recall a time.
Exactly.
Not a woman that I really wanted.
You don't have the qualities of the guys that people usually friend zone.
But it's not even that. I'm not saying that I'm, Mr. Oh, might need no shot. I'm not saying I'm Mr. Flamboyant, Mr. Handsome, the best looking guy, all that other stuff. I just think it's sometimes, and nothing against you or anybody else. I think sometimes it's how you present yourself. You could be that friend, but you can also let them know, look, I'm that friend, but I'm still a man, and I still represent,
You yourself come off as dominant. So you are rarely friend zoned because women see you as a protector, a provider, and someone who can probably most likely lay down the pipe.
Okay, so sir, since you said you was in the friend zone, do you feel as though you come at women a little too timid, or you feel as though you come at them casual, or do you feel like you come at them like, hey, this is what's up?
I would say casual. I come to them as
casual, like what?
More the sense of being like treating them like an equal instead of treating them like an object, or treating.
You can still treat them like an equal and still come at, hey, this is what it is.
True, but
here's my thing. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the guy who says. We the guy. Oh, totally off topic.
Right.
So I just feel like the guy that comes. Okay, let me swing it back in. So I feel like the guy that comes at work. Hey, beautiful queen, how you doing today? Right. He might get friend zoned. But the guy be like, what's up, Cheryl?
The
hey,
guy
Jamal.
who comes across. So women are some women are looking for husbands, and a lot of women are looking for Mr. Right Now, or want bad boys. I'm sorry, you come across as a bad boy. You do. In general, you come across. You might not be a bad boy, but you're the way you present yourself. You come off very dominant, very strong-willed. You don't take no shit off of nobody. That is a turn on for a lot of women. So a lot of women will gravitate towards you and want what you have. You're not caveman, but you come off caveman mentality.
Okay, I get that, but again, I still don't feel like
you don't come over and be like, "Hey, Barbara, how you doing?" That's not you. What's up, Barbara?
No, it depends on who.
That's you.
It depends on the day, though.
You don't
real.
come. It's how you talk to people. You don't talk to people friendly. Not saying nice. You're
I was
nice.
friendly to you when we first met.
No, you was not. You definitely was not. You come off like, "Hey, Barbara, I'm caveman." Blah 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 blah. I don't know how to explain it. You come off very strong. Very strong man. So women look at you, oh my God, I wonder if he can pick me up and throw me down and fuck me really good.
So it's based upon sex.
Sometimes,
Pretty
yes.
much, yes.
Yes. Women know within the first 2 minutes if they're going to fuck you or not. And
Okay.
you come off as someone that people will fuck.
So is that a situation it works at work too?
Yes, definitely.
So do people really think that I want to fuck such and such? Women think that. I know guys think that.
Yes, yes. Every female in my job, every female that I know, look at a male and say fuckable or not fuckable. Whether you're gonna do it or not, you look at him and like, I could fuck him. I can't.
At work?
Fuck yeah. Work, grocery store, church. Why you think the pastor has so many women?
My job
All those
now,
women at the church want to fuck the pastor.
Now, in my heyday, not too much in my heyday, but prior to the marriage, I can look at someone and be like, oh, she fuckable, but I don't look at nobody like, oh, I want to fuck her. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm not saying women are not saying looking at you, I want to fuck you. But when you look at a man and you say, he probably could fuck me good.
So you saying the friend zone guys don't get that look?
Nope.
Facts. Big facts. A friend zone guy got to prove that he can fuck.
So,
why do you think girls' lives are so fucked up?
We got to do that subject. No,
Our lives are so fucked up because we keep picking bad boys.
And bad boys is
I'm not saying you bad boy. You're
oh no, I'm not worried about that.
okay.
That I ain't worried about. I ain't soft either though, but
See, exactly. You don't come off soft.
I mean, so can I ask you a personal question? Do you feel as though you come off soft to women, or do you feel as though you come off? Now I'm not gonna say soft. I take that back, and I don't mean that no disrespect to anybody that's listening. Please don't take that. Sometimes I say stuff, but don't mean it that way. Do you feel as though you come off passive, or what is it? Passive aggressive, or aggressive?
Passive aggressive.
I would say.
I mean, be honest.
I'm trying to be. Because it's like I would say in between passive and passive aggressive.
So are you picking women that are? Dang, you didn't change that whole subject.
I know. I'm sorry. we got to run this one back.
Do the friend zone next week.
Do friend zone.
Next week on Candid Discussion,
it's
we'll
friend
be friend zone.
Yes.
So do you feel like you coming for? I hate to say this, but this is a guy terminology that we talking. Do you feel like you coming for women that's out of your so-called caliber, or do you feel like you're coming for women that are within your range? Because I know sometimes as men we try to go for that so-called top flight flair one, or whatever case may be, or we might go for the one that's closest to, or we might take something that's under us. Do you feel like you get friend zone for the ones that you take that you may think they are
That was out of my league.
out of your league?
Throughout my life, I would say, well, let's say outside looking in, I would agree what you're saying. I would say pretty much yes. When you're in the middle of it, you wouldn't think that way because you You figure it's like she's a pretty girl. You figure you guys got some interest. You know, you wouldn't mind just talking to them. So, and just wanted to have a nice, decent conversation and things like I said. I don't want to treat him like more of a human being than treat him like a sex object that I want to smash all the time. So
my man George said passive dudes get the weak status. That is true.
I agree.
That is true.
It's something about a female that wants a guy that comes off dominant.
Eric says I get too nice.
I mean, nice. Not to say nice guys can find women, but there's a lot of women that looking for guys. Like if I'm walking down the street and some guy approaches me, which guy is going to beat up the guy?
Shit, you got tough guys that can't beat up a guy. I mean, it's just,
but at least I know that at least I feel some type of way that I feel as though you may. It might be wrong perception. It might be wrong. Producer might beat up a guy before. I'm not saying against you, but producer might beat up a guy before you. I don't know that, but from experience, I'm gonna go with the guy that I perceive. Oh shit!
All right, so look, next week on Candid Discussion will be Friend Zone.
Right.
Thank you, producer, for our next subject.
/ Elfish romance. We ain't finished this topic.
So did you have some key points real quick? We only got 4 minutes. Let's go. All right. 15 reasons why dating a coworker is a terrible idea. Number 1, coworkers will learn about your sex life.
Facts.
That was 15. I'm sorry. Number 14, you might get caught getting it in at the office. 13, if you have a fight. 12, the other partner might find out, meaning if you got somebody else at work, they might find out. Number 11, work can interfere with home life. That is true. 10, home life can interfere with work. That is true. Number 9, you could get fired if they are your supervisor, if they are, whatever the case may be, or you may be their supervisor. They may hem you up and get you fired. Number 8, if you are, this is me, a serial office dater, having multiple dating or situations at the same job. 7, special privileges, special favors, coming in late, all that blah, blah, blah. 6, jealousy. Jealousy is a motherfucker. It can kill any work relationship, business relationship, all that stuff. It is a problem all the way around. Number 5, power relationships, meaning one person is more powerful than the other. It can be a problem. 4, coworkers gossiping about your relationship. That's meaning that somebody's been running their mouth, or you all have been making it obvious that you are two dealing with each other. Number 3, it'll alter your coworkers' perceptions of you. That is true. Somebody running their mouth and say blah blah blah. Such and such got a little dick. Now you got Lil John with the little dick. Number 2, you'll spend more time with them than you do on your work. So you will be at their desk, their cubicle, or extended lunch hours, just trying to keep up with them. And number 1, last but not least, when it ends, you have to work with your ex. That is it. 15 reasons why you can't. All right, we got 2 minutes. Come on, what you want to do?
All right, so
what's up, Jamie? Go ahead.
So I'm gonna go with this: how to go about an office romance.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
So number 1, read up on your company policy regarding an office romance, if one exists. Number 2, take extra care when asking someone on a date or trying to initiate a relationship.
Okay.
Number 3, decide together how you will present your relationship to the office. Very important. Number 4, exercise discretion.
The best.
Yes. 5, try to judge the other person's maturity early on.
Facts.
6, waste no time enter a relationship that isn't working, but do it right. Number 7, take a day off if you devastated after a breakup.
All right.
And number 8, prepare yourself for competition. Oof.
Yep, that is true.
Oof. Number 9,
competition in the office.
Make sure you always find time apart. Number 10, use your best judgment when in an office romance.
All right.
So
look, we have 1 minute left. We want you all to follow KKSE Club on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Am I missing anything else?
Yeah, that's 3. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Okay.
And
Al-
YouTube. Oh, no, it's not on YouTube.
Also, we want you all to follow Candid Discussion on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and
Twitter. Yes.
All right. And you want people to follow you?
Yes,
You're
they
famous.
can follow me. Am I?
Yeah,
That
you're
mean
famous.
famous, not me. You can go and follow me at KANDYELL.
All right, you can follow me at UnrestrictedD on Instagram. And we would like to thank everybody for calling in, taking time to view us. And we will have Friend Zone next week.
Yes.
All right? Y'all have a good night.
Good night. And don't forget Ski Trip, February 14th to the 16th.
All right.
Bye.